Hey, how are you doing today? Thank you for coming back. Thank you for showing up. Today I was thinking to myself that how can I help you more on this journey? But then I realized that I cannot really help you. I can only support you. And that's what I've been doing. Your meaninglessness does not allow me to help you. Your meaninglessness only needs support. I wanted to put up the title for this video, how your meaninglessness makes you go to bed with depression. Like literally and figuratively, I wanted to point out that not only you go in bed with depression, you also become too intimate with it. I've been there myself. I know that help is not needed in that case, only support is needed. When it comes to help, you become resentful, you become lonely, because the help in the modern world is usually like medication, right? No one wants to sincerely help you. Most people want to give you some sort of escape that they can maintain your, in a way, depression, and at the same time keep it in a level that it's not harmful to you and it's not harmful to others, but mostly not harmful to others. The most of the medications are just there to make you not to be harmful to the others, to the society, to the way that we live. Because the moment you come out of your depression and realize that, damn, like all this depression that I'm going through is the result of this society, the result of this conditioning. Therefore, you gotta stay in that level of not harmful to yourself, not harmful to others, but then live absolutely meaningless, live perhaps just by entertainment and a stimulation of your brain to an extent that you can feel something. Otherwise, this meaninglessness is so terrifying, it's so scary that you really don't know what to do with it. Therefore, I'm here to support. Therefore, I'm here to tell you, look, I cannot help you, and I will not help you. The only person that can help you is you. And if I need to support you in this journey, is that look, you gotta go through this depression. And this depression sometimes feel very joyful. But at the end, it's depression. At the end is your lover. At the end, you go in bed with depression every night because it feels comfortable to be in that state. It feels comfortable to grasp at least a concept that you know that, okay, perhaps there is no meaning to it. Therefore, what's the point of it? This is comfortable. This was comfortable for me when I was really depressed, crying every day, really looking for some sort of answer to just like, please give me. Like, this cannot go on like this. I cannot go on like this. I cannot just be listening to sad music every day and cry my guts out for the sake of really being in this depression. Perhaps you are also going through same experience. Perhaps you're also going through even worse, maybe. Like when I was going through my depression, perhaps 15 years ago, right? Things were a little bit more normal, a little bit more easier. Like after 10 years, 15 years, like this whole social media thing grows so rapidly, so insanely that I personally lost the hold of it because it was just growing so fast and people were just really becoming dumber and dumber and dumber so fast. It was terrifying to be in it, to see it, to observe that what is this? I've done some Instagramming when it got introduced, you know, you remember when it was still a square, just only images. I had an account, I was a photographer back that period, so I had so many um, nice self portraits and stuff that it really was conceptual and made people think, right? But then slowly, slowly again, everything turned to some sort of mental masturbation. The more you were inside it, you were like, wow, this whole thing is really dangerous in a way. But now it's even worse. I don't know how people go through depression these days. It must be very, very hard. It must be very um, big suffering and big agony because I also talk to so many people. I also see so many people. And in comparison, I realize that how much better I had it like only 15 years ago. Like it was much easier to come out of this depression. You know, there was a period, you go in it, you're smart enough to eventually come out of it. What the depression is just feels good at the moment, let's be in it. It gives you that artistic vibe, it gives you that, you know, that whole, oh, I'm depressed, you know, don't talk to me. I prefer you think that I'm depressed because it's just so cool, you know. But these days, I see things are a little bit more hallucinogenic, you know. Back then, depression, I would say, the older it gets, it's not so hallucinogenic, But these days, I see so many people with lots of hallucinations. It must be really hard to come out of that hallucination world, you know? It's like, have you been around these awakened people that they took lots of psychedelics? Sometimes they are too awakened that it's really hard to be around them. That's how it is, you know. It's just like the fantasy world, the hallucination world is so, in a way, infinite that I don't think it's really easy to come out of that kind of depression. But at the end, you gotta go through it. At the end, I'm here to support. At the end, I'm here to do my part and let you know that, look, realize that you're going through this depression and you gotta come out of it one way or another. Perhaps put up the work for it. Perhaps just give it a chance. Perhaps meditate a little bit more, you know. Forget about the medication. Get into the meditation. Meditation is another type of medicine, you know. It is just a medicine. And when you meditate more and when you just put yourself in that state of total surrender, that there is nothing. Okay, you tell me this is meaningless. I say yes, this is meaningless. But let's make it meaningless, you know? Absolutely, not half-ass meaningless. One way conceptualize life and another way just simply get into the entertainment world and stimulate your mental satisfaction of things and continuously conceptualizing life. Let's just make it absolutely meaningless. And that would be meditation. Like sitting, doing nothing for as long as possible, perhaps eat less, do less, care less, think less, all of these things. Just really bring down this meaninglessness to the maximum level, like Buddhas, you know. When Buddha became enlightened, it was not like that he simply became enlightened because he was Buddha. No, he went through lots of depression. Exactly like you. You're going through the same amount of depression that Buddha was going through. But you gotta come out of it. You gotta turn this, you know, dimmer toward the maximum intensity. If you don't do that, you don't become Buddha. You simply be another missed opportunity. Don't do that. Go through this depression, learn from the Buddhas, learn from the enlightened beings, look at their past, look at their life. You will realize how much depression they were going through. And then all of a sudden they become a prophet. Why? Observe that. Look at Buddha's life. At the end, he was like, look, I grew up as a prince. I tried to understand after I escaped the castle, after I left the kingdom, after I realized my reality was so fake. I tried to understand your reality, whatever you are just going in front of me. I want to realize this. Still, I can't. I fail. Therefore, I give up. I'm like, look, I'm going to sit under this tree until I die. I don't care. He sits there until he dies. He literally dies. After that enlightened moment, he's not the person that he was in the past. Know that this whole suffering will end. This is all I want to tell you, that this whole agony will end. But at least let it end in this lifetime. That's up to you. You can let it happen in another dimension, in another state. But why not this one? Why not really come to this realization that, whoa, if I die without realizing this bliss in life, I would miss out so much. Don't do that to yourself. Don't get involved with the hallucinations so much, with the dreams, with astral projection. What are these? It just leads you to meaninglessness. It just leads you to this depression. Don't do that to yourself. You take care of yourself. Perhaps write something for me. I'm not getting much love from YouTube in a way, you know. My videos don't get recommended so much outside the already existing subscribers. There are many reasons to it. One is that I turned off these mid-roll ads on the videos because I thought maybe mid-roll ads don't have any place in these videos anyway. But honestly, I was keeping them on because YouTube tend to recommend long videos when they have mid-roll ads, and when they don't have mid-roll ads, then the video must be like um, insanely engaging. Otherwise, I don't think it gets recommended so much. Um, so, not that I want you to engage because I want this video to become something big. No, I don't expect these videos to be mainstream anyway. So, I want only whoever is really willing to put up the hardship to go through these videos be there. That's fine by me. And then if I want to bring new people, I can just simply make short videos of like with clickbaity titles and things that people are more attracted to. But at the same time, I gotta also get some feedback to know that these videos are helpful. If it's not helpful, at the end, maybe I can reduce down the support if you're gonna miss out on the things that I talk about. Because also this commune is important. To be able to be on top of things together, we need to go through it together. I can't also just like make videos and point it out to 4,000 people and then hope for uh, whoever that sincerely is there to be in commune, um, to reach. That's why I encourage sharing with me, and at the same time, I think I have to respond to many comments. I guess that also will be helpful. Anyways, that was too much explanation for just saying that. Yeah, let me know. But yeah, remember, I'm not helping you, yeah? Supporting, support. I'm here to support. You take care of yourself. Much love. See you soon.